Hello, this is Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy, and I'm back with another card tutorial. I just did the one before this with the notepad, so I'm coming back with this one. This is the one we did in my class last Tuesday, and everybody took one look at it and said, oh my goodness, there's going to be so much cutting out and everything. And then when they got finished with it, they said, oh, that was so easy. And it does look like a lot, but it's not. So it's also using some of our new products. This one you can get now as the public, but it's in a big bundle. And there's actually two bundles that you can get. Let me get this up here where you can see it. This I do have this on my blog to where you can look at it better. But they have the smaller bundle, and then they have the larger bundle. And the customers can get this from May 1st to May 31st. But you have to buy in the bundles to get all of this. Like I said, check out my blog and you will see a little bit more of what you can get. And it's easier to see. You're going to get this stamp set, which is called the Eastern Beauty. With this is a small bundle. And then you're going to get the special designer series paper, and right now this is what we're going to be using on this card. You can check it out on my blog. You're going to get these stickers, which, let me grab the stickers. You're going to get 4 sheets of stickers. I love these stickers. I've used them a couple of times on other things, but we're not going to be using them on this card because I didn't have enough for my class. But you're going to get 2 of this sheet. Here's a full sheet. Let me show you this one. Hope it's not shining too much to where you can see it. Let me get something dark behind it. Give me some black paper here. Now you can see it a little bit better. You get 2 full sheets of this design, and then you're going to get 2 full sheets of this. Well, let's grab this one. You can't see either one of them because I've used them. Okay, it's going to be a full line across here. But you've got this full sheet, 2 of those. And these stickers do stick, so once you make sure you get them down straight before you set them down. But I love these stickers. They do stick good and they're beautiful. They're gold. And if you turn them over, let me get my black cardstock back up here. They're silver, but you would have to stick them to like a piece of plastic or something like that, and then stick the other side down to get the silver, because your sticky is on the silver side. But anyway, let's go on. Then you're going to get a pad. You're going to get 3 of the new in colors in either one of these bundles. You're going to get the Lemon Lime Twist, the Tranquil Tide, and the Fresh Fig. And with this first bundle, which is $60.50 before tax and shipping, of course, you're going to get the Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes. Now these are new. We had Crumb Cake and Whisper White before, and now we're getting the Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes, and I know you've seen me use those. They're free with this bundle. Okay, now with the second bundle, it's going to be the Eastern Beauty, the stamp set, designer series paper. Then you're going to get the cardstock pack, which has got 3 different colors. It's got, let's see, Fresh Fig, Tranquil Tide, and Dapper Denim, which is one of our other in colors from last year. Then you're going to get the mini tassels. Let me show you those mini tassels. And I haven't used mine yet. I have used my other demonstrators or my uplines, and I really think they're just gorgeous. You're going to get this in the second set. Then you're going to get your stickers. Then you're going to get the 3 stamp pads, and then you're going to get the thinlits, which are these thinlits. And let me tell you something, these you can do so many things with. I've had one One lady says she's already came up with, I think like 49 combinations, but there's probably more out there because you can mix and match or just use one or two. And anyway, these are really versatile. You can use them for a lot of things. Okay, and also you will get very vanilla medium envelopes. They're free with this package, and very vanilla thick cardstock, which is new, and you get it free. We have had the Whisper White very thick, but we didn't have the very vanilla. Now we've got that, and this package is $103.50. This package is, to me, is well worth it because you get two things free. Plus, you're going to get all of this stuff right here. And I know you can't hardly see it in this picture. That's why I say please go to my blog and you can see a little bit more. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this card done. Get started on this card. And as I said, I'm using the Eastern Beauty stamp set. And what I'm using, I didn't want to do a whole lot of stamping. I will use these more later. But I used the little Life is Beautiful, and it's already curved for you. This one and A Note for You is already curved. And then I used this little bitty design right here. I hope you can see it. And that is right here. The rest of this, I mean, that's all the stamping I did. The rest of it is cutting out. That's why they said, oh my goodness, that's going to take forever. And I did use the faceted gems, the gold faceted, I don't know why I'm calling them faceted gems again. So let's get started on this. Oh yeah, and I did use the largest of the scallop dies. And what I did with it is I cut this out for my crafters, and then I halved it. This is a little bit, is this the right size? Yeah, that's the right size. This is a little bit bigger than what you need. You can cut some down, but I put it back behind here so I'd have plenty of stability. So anyway, let's go ahead and let me move this stuff. I will give you the dimensions on everything I used, and there was quite a bit. This is your standard base card, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it down the middle at 4 1/4. And then I used, for this right here, I have the Designer Series paper, and this is foil. You get 2 sheets that are foil in this, and it's going to be 3.5 by 1.5. Then for my mat right here, that's the standard 5 1/4 by 4. For this piece right here, it's Fresh Fig, which is one of our new in colors, and I made it 3.5 by 3.5. And then for the background, the very vanilla right behind it, I know this is an odd size, but I just wanted to give a little bit of room but not come over the edge behind it. And it's 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. You can, if you decide you want it maybe the same size, and if you get off you just cut it, that's fine. Then for this piece right here, you're only going to need about a 2.5 by 2.5 piece. This is just some scrap that I had. Then this piece right here, this little cutout right here, is cut out with a 2.5 by 2.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is do my stamping, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp on this. And I used Basic Black and Fresh Fig. And I had one lady at my class that got a little bit off on this, and I told her the beauty of that is that you can fix it, because she got a little bit up here, not as much as this, but a little bit up here. But if you don't get it right on, let me get it up just a little. The beauty of it is, once you get this, let me grab that other piece. If you get it just a little bit off, you can always adjust it behind this. That's what's so good about it. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp our little design there. And I did that in the Fresh Fig. And since it's such a small stamp, I don't need my piercing mat. And you just barely want to touch it down on there. And then don't mash down on this. Just stick it down there. Hold it for a second and pull it up. And you'll get a good image. But if you mash down, it kind of mashes it out. Or you can catch the edge, like I've sometimes done. Believe me, I have. Okay, now we're going to do our cutting out. Okay. Grab this. And I'm going to grab this big medallion. That is going to go on the 3.5 by 3.5 piece. We may not be able to get all of these at once. And I'm going to take, I have marked, I got this from another idea from another demonstrator. I have marked the halfway point in between these loops right here because I want them at the top and bottom either way. It doesn't matter which way they go. But I'm going to turn it this way and get it as close to the middle as I can and as straight on that as I can. Move it over. Like you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. These are handmade. And then, excuse me, I'm going to take this piece right here, my 2.5 by 2.5, which is not really 2.5 by 2.5, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out this piece. Then I have this piece I don't have to cut. Like I said, let me turn it this way. I think I can get them all on there if I turn it that way. This doesn't matter. Get it that way. And I'm going to cut out both of these. I'm going to use both of these, which is a little flower. And put that on there. Put this in the middle. Because if you cut this out of this, you're not going to get, it's just going to cut these. Let me show you. All it's going to cut is these. You have to have the outside to cut the whole flower out. Excuse me. Get that as close to the middle as I can. There we go. And I'm going to run that through. And these cut out really easy. Okay. Go ahead and take this off. Move this over here. Okay. And these are falling out, as you can see. I have no problem with these things. Maybe a few that are stubborn, but that's about it. I'll put that down there. And then I'm going to pull my little flower out. Put that back over there. And there's my little flower. Okay, I'm going to move this. That was all the cutting out we did. Okay. Because I already had the circle cut out for them, the half circle. Okay, and now I'm going to take my fresh fig and my sponge. Let me get, where did, okay, here it is. And I sponged this to give it just a little bit more. I'm getting off camera, aren't I? Wasn't sure I was going to like this fresh fig color until I got to playing with it, and I love it. To me, it's like another version of a purple. And I love purple. Let me get this a little bit better on this side. Okay. Put the fresh fig up. Now we're going to start putting this together. Okay, let me grab everything. First thing I want to do is my backing. Here it is. And I think I'm just going to use a little bit of snail on each corner and right in the middle. I think that'll be plenty. We get a little bit more there. There we go. And what I'm going to do, this is the smallest piece, so you always want to put it on there for, you know, from behind, so that you can kind of see what you're doing. It gives you plenty of room, and there you are. Because if you're trying to put this down on here, you can't see where you're going. Okay, now we're going to put this on the bottom of this. And what I did, let's just go ahead and do it this way. Okay. Just put it where you want it. Let's just do it this way. That's, I think I got it a little bit too far up on the printing as far, you know, from what I had here, but it's not going to make that much difference. I would have rather had it up a little bit farther, but so I messed up on this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my matte down, and this is Sweet Sugar Plum, which is one of our other colors from last year. And go ahead and do that. Oh, sorry, I think I'm getting off camera again. You know what, I'm going to turn this around so that I can do it from this side and kind of get it straight here. Okay, turn this, and I want to put dimensionals on the back of this. Oh, got them over here. And I'm going to put down one down there, put one right there. So this is going to have a few. I'm going to put one in the middle there. Because when I'm going to bring it up quite a bit, I'd say about a little over 1/4 of an inch. I'm bringing it up. And then I'm going from the sides and kind of trying to get that even on the sides. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on here before I put all that down. And I put this, the way I did this, I should have done it before I put all the stuff on it, but that's okay. Let me grab my tweezers, of course. Okay, then I'm going to put this one on there. Hopefully that won't stick down too much. Okay, then we're going to come back in here with the faceted gems, the gold. And I cannot remember, I think on this one I used this size. You can use a little bit bigger, and I think I will on this one, but be warned that these are, let me get my pick, I like it better. These are, they do stick up, so if you decide you want to put it through the mail, it's going to cost you a little bit more because they're picky. Yeah, I think it looks better with a little bit bigger one. Okay, now let's put this down. And I'm lining it up to where I have about the same on top. Well, actually I've got a little bit more on top. Yep, I did on that one too. So it's pretty lined up. I could have brought this down a little bit farther, and I probably should have, but learn from my mistakes as usual. But that's it. That's the card. That was so simple, wasn't it? It looks complicated, but it's not. Okay, there it is. And as usual, all of my measurements and everything and what I used will be on my blog. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. This is the Very Vanilla here cardstock. I didn't use Whisper White. I used Very Vanilla. Another new product, and this one, like I said, you can get right now if you go online between now and May 31st. You can pre-order this set and get the bundle. And it's, you know, to me that's a really good price to get all of that stuff and get some free items. So check out my blog, check out my online store, and this is another ending. So this is Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy. Thank you.